Hello all, my name is Lakshman and today we are going to see another DAX function that is has one filter. Basically, in filter we have two types, direct filter and indirect filter. Like suppose we will firstly see the data and then we will see the direct filter and indirect filter. Like suppose we have the three columns in our data. So our table name is EMP and we have the three columns, department, name and age. So when I click on the any department, it will give the department for this HR only or particular department only. So this is direct filter. So mostly indirect filter we use in the relationship. So currently we have only one table, so we will see the only direct filter. Now what I will do, like I will give, so even though if I select any single value, this is again a direct filter because for particular employee department HR, right? So this is again direct filter because we are saying here single employee information, right? And if you select a single department, then again this is direct filter because we are seeing the information for the single department even though it's have the multiple records in the single departments. So that's all about the direct filter. Now we will see has one filter. So whether we have one filter or we have the multiple filter. If we have the one filter, then has one filter will return the true. So always keep in mind once again. So whenever you see any DAX function that start with the has and is, so it means that it is DAX information function. So it will return the always return the true and false value. So firstly we will create a new measure to display the has one filter and I will give the filter name as a DAX name only. So our DAX name is has one filter. So I think it's taking some time. Wait for the 2 seconds, then it will load. So now measure has been loaded. So I will give the filter DAX name as a has one filter, right? And I will just enter our filter name DAX name. So that is has one filter. So we need to supply only one parameter for the has one filter. So you can see we need to specify on the which column we want to find there is one filter or more than one filter. Now suppose we want to find on the department column that we have the there is one filter or multiple filter, and I will click on that S button and measure has been created, right? So I will close this DAX window and I will create a two slicer because we want to see whether we are selected there is a one filter or multiple filter. So there is a two slicer or filter. So first slicer is department, right, that we have used in has one filter as a column that we want to find whether we have one filter on department or not. So other I will use the name because now I will use the number card to want to display the has one filter value. So I will drag and drop our has one filter. So now we can see here it's showing the false because we have not applied any filter. Like suppose I applied one filter, so it will display the true because we applied one filter, and if we select the multiple value, then it will display the false. So again what I will do, like change the department column to the name, and so now I will click on the yes button. So taking some time. I think measure has been created. It's working. The measure has been created. So what I will do, I will just remove this one, and now you can see it's showing firstly false value, and now we want to see whether we have one filter or multiple filter. On which column? Column name is name. So I will select one value, so it displaying the true, and when I select the multiple value, it will display the false. So has one filter we want to mostly we use to find the whether we have the one filter or multiple filter. When we have one filter, it will display the true value, and we have the multiple filter, then it will display the false. So that's all about the has one filter. If you have any question, please write down in comment, and please subscribe the channel, and thank you.